What's up everyone, it's Tony with JRNY Crypto. Welcome back to another video. So we have a crazy day in the crypto markets. Bitcoin is basically testing previous all-time highs, currently at $67,700. Previous all-time high, 69,000. We're basically there though. It was very brief when Bitcoin previously tested previous all-time highs. Wasn't long lasted, so it is looking like we are going to blow past that here. We have had a steady rise since this morning. So looking pretty good, up 7.7% today on Bitcoin. Ethereum broke $3,600 as well. Looking pretty good. We do have speculation of the Ethereum spot ETF approvals coming possibly in the next couple months. We'll see how that plays out. But I have seen theories that if an Ethereum spot ETF does get approved, that's going to send Ethereum and all the altcoins parabolic as well. Generally, you see as the price of Ethereum goes up, altcoins generally follow pretty closely. But then as you get profits rolling over from Bitcoin and Ethereum into altcoins as well, depending on the project, you do start seeing a high rise in altcoins going parabolic. And we have been seeing that in the last few days here. Meme coins have been going parabolic. If you just take a quick glance here, Dogecoin up 100% this week. The last video I did a few days ago, it was around 11 or 12 cents, and now it's around 18 cents. Shiba Inu, 235% on the 7-day. Pretty crazy. Pretty much all the main meme coins though have been going up pretty crazy. I'm going to do a separate video on that later this week. Pepe is up 336% on the 7-day. We got Bonk going crazy as well, up 200%. Bitcoin SV, might as well be a meme coin, is up 44%. And we got Floki up 280% and Dog with Hat up 215% this week, both around a $1.4 billion market cap. So we have multiple meme coins in the multi-billion-dollar market cap now, which is pretty insane. Crypto global market cap is actually pretty crazy right now too. 2.5 trillion crypto global market cap. Pretty crazy when you actually think about that, but most of that of course has been from Bitcoin and Ethereum moving back up. So a lot of other altcoins still haven't gone up too much compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Technically a lot of altcoins are still in a bear market when you can compare the prices, but I do think that will be changing very soon. Bitcoin and Ethereum are the first movers, and since we haven't even had the Bitcoin halving yet, we are very early to this cycle, which a lot of people are afraid of as well. Generally we have this big move 6 to 12 months after the Bitcoin halving, not this soon before it, but things are different this time with the Bitcoin spot ETF approvals and just tons of institutional money coming in. Things have picked up early since we are expecting that Bitcoin halving. It's election year. A lot of other things as well. Stock market's been moving up huge. So a lot of bullish factors here, which are helping the crypto market move much sooner in this cycle. A lot of people do think that means the cycle will end early as well, but we will see how that plays out since things are much different with the spot ETFs now. Things can play out much differently as well. So you do have to consider that we are in new territory. So if we do get that spot Ethereum approval, that's going to be huge for the entire space. Of course, Ethereum will move a lot, but a lot of altcoins will move up as well. The crypto global market cap will probably skyrocket from something like that in general. So before we get further into this video, I do want to let you guys know we are giving away 3 JRNY Club Pass NFTs right now. We did announce the mint date for the upcoming JRNYers collection launching on March 21st. This is going to include the launch of Stardust 2.0, the new member dashboard, NFT questing, and a few other things. And then we do have stuff set to launch afterwards as well. A lot of huge things we have been working on for this. But real quick, I do want to play this video for you guys for the launch.
JRNYer, can you hear me? It's time. Wake up, JRNYer. Your future begins in 3, 2, 1.
So this upcoming collection is going to replace the current JRNY Club collection, which is just the pass NFTs. So you will have to burn 1 JRNY Club pass per PFP you want to mint in the JRNYers collection. This is replacing the pass, so you will have the same utility plus more we are moving to an updated contract, which does allow for a lot more functionality. Like I said, the NFT questing system, we're going to have different forms of lockups that you can do, which I haven't seen any NFT project do at this point. We are working on a awesome member dashboard experience as well, where you can accrue Stardust in real time, do these quests that I did mention, and then there's social aspects and stats and stuff that you can check as well. You could even do stuff to get multipliers on how much Stardust you're earning. So a lot of cool stuff coming together here for the entire ecosystem that we have been working on under JRNY Club and IR Labs. But if you guys do want a chance to win a JRNY Club pass for free, you can go to this post on my Twitter account. So the JRNY Club Pass NFT is available on secondary markets if you want to pick one up ahead of time and secure your spot in the upcoming mint. I do recommend checking out the JRNY Club Discord announcement channel as well as the website to learn more about the upcoming PFP collection, what our metaverse plans are, and everything else we are building in the ecosystem as well. It's not just NFT projects we are building. I would recommend checking out IR Labs if you do want to learn more, which is the parent company to everything. That's at ir.com though, if you do want to check that out. Get a better idea of everything we're building outside of just JRNY Club and NFT stuff. We are building different stuff under the scope of Web3 in general, like blocknews.com, which has been growing rapidly. IR.pro is our new tools platform, which we are looking into adding crypto to this as well, not just NFT analytics and stuff. Big section for this is Other Side, which is going to be the biggest metaverse platform in the space, which we're big on as well. But huge tools on this for NFTs in general, and you could set alerts for different things. The alerts already work for crypto stuff as well. So if you just want to track whales and stuff and get updates, there's different useful stuff that you can get access to. You do get access to this with a JRNY Club Pass or the upcoming PFP. So jumping back into the news, lots of very important stuff happening here you guys should take note of. But before we jump into that, $185 million in shorts have been liquidated over the last 24 hours. So these are people betting on the price of Bitcoin going down. Since Bitcoin is at a peak and it hasn't had much of a correction yet, a lot of people are expecting somewhat of a correction. That is healthy and generally how things go through the bull market. But because there's so much buying pressure from the spot ETFs and institutions, who knows who else is buying right now? A lot of that won't be revealed until the quarter is over. But $185 million in shorts. These are people that are probably just betting on a small correction. But Bitcoin just keeps moving upwards, now testing previous all-time highs. Pretty crazy how quickly this moved up before the cycle. We've never seen anything like this or this amount of volume coming into the space like this before the Bitcoin halving. Generally, it's 6 to 12 months after the halving, so this is very interesting. But we have had predictions that there will be a huge correction at some point after the Bitcoin halving, especially if there's some bad news or anything. There's always a possibility of a big correction after the halving as well, but in general, things are just looking good with the markets outside of crypto looking good as well. The stock market's looking great. It's election year. All this bullish stuff is happening. So crypto fear and greed index now in extreme greed, reaching its highest level since November of 2021. So basically bull market territory in the greed index. If you do have an entry and exit strategy in place, I do recommend that. It doesn't hurt to take small profits on the way up and be buying on the way down. That's generally how you can do really well in the very long term. So Bitcoin is all over mainstream news, and that's only going to continue. We even had Peter Schiff complaining that Bitcoin is taking the spotlight from gold, which is hilarious. But we had Jim Cramer stating traders are buying Bitcoin as a hedge against fiat currencies. Definitely true, but that's only a small part of it. Why Bitcoin is moving so much, just leading up to an expected bull market in general. But fiat currencies are subject to inflation due to printing more of these fiat currencies over time. Losing purchasing power over time is inevitable for fiat currencies. So you do have to understand that. This is why people generally put their fiat currency into different assets that are likely to appreciate over time, rather than just saving the fiat currency in a bank account where it's just going to lose purchasing power. Even if you do have its accruing interest over time, the amount of inflation is definitely far greater than the amount of actual interest that you're generating. So we got a couple big articles here on blocknews.com I do want to go over. Bitcoin surpassing $67,000 today. Here is why. Bitcoin jumped 7% to start the week, nearing its all-time high from November of 2021 as demand from new ETFs drives price action. Meme coins like Dogecoin and Shiba also surge, indicating a return of retail investors to the crypto markets, which this has only just begun. It's mostly focused on Bitcoin and Ethereum right now, but seeing this on meme coins is a good indicator as well. Retail interest is starting to pick up, but we're still at the beginning of that. I would say we're still in a bear market for a lot of different altcoins and NFTs in general still. So while Bitcoin may cool in the coming weeks, long-term investors remain confident it will hit a new all-time high due to tightening supply and increasing institutional demand. This is very true as well. Like I said, after this quarter is over, it's very likely it will be revealed that a lot of big names in the world did buy a lot of Bitcoin during Q1 this year after the spot ETF approvals and everything. So very likely that will all create a lot of bullish news later on as well, sometime in April, which is also during halving month. So I do see things getting much more bullish going into the halving, but we do need a correction at some point here. It is healthy. That's how things go every single bull market, generally 15 to 40% pullbacks along the way. Especially the more you go up, the harder it's probably going to come down unless there's major support there. But there is a massive lack of supply in Bitcoin in general. That is another major problem. There's just not enough Bitcoin to fill the demand. So just basic supply and demand economics there. The halving cuts in half the amount of Bitcoin coming into circulation every single day as well. So multiple things here that are creating a supply squeeze on Bitcoin. So physicists' predictive model suggests Bitcoin could hit $10 million by 2045. That is pretty far away here. We're looking out 20 years, but I do like speculative articles like this and predictions. Generally, these are much more short term, like Cathie Wood having her $1 million Bitcoin price prediction, but this is definitely something that could play out over time. You never know what's going to happen to fiat currencies as well. And if something just happens in the world where we do need to print trillions more. So the model also foresees Bitcoin peaking at $210,000 in 2026 before a potential drop. That would be pretty interesting to see how that plays out. 2026 though, likely not going to last that long, especially with the cycle starting early, but $210,000 price target for Bitcoin, definitely reasonable for this bull market. We'll see how things actually go in general, but have seen much higher predictions for Bitcoin during the cycle, anywhere from $300,000 to $500,000 this cycle. So even at the current price of Bitcoin, around $67,000 to $210,000 Bitcoin, definitely huge potential from current price still, but we'll see how all of that goes. So pretty crazy news today. We just had the second biggest NFT sale in CryptoPunks ever. Someone just bought a CryptoPunk number 3,100 for $16 million. This is an alien CryptoPunk. There's only a few of these in the whole collection, so of course them being extremely rare, it makes it much more valuable than the floor of CryptoPunks as well. And generally you don't even see these for sale. Someone actually put in an offer for 4,500 ETH and they accepted. Pretty crazy that this actually happened, especially because the NFT trend is still pretty flat. I'd say we're still in an NFT bear market in general. So things like this is what causes the bull market to start picking up. So now that we're seeing big NFT sales like this, if this continues and we start seeing even more huge sales on punks, that is a good indicator that the NFT market is going to start picking up in general as well, especially if altcoins start picking up. You can't expect that. So an anonymous buyer purchases CryptoPunk 3,100, one of 9 rare alien punks for 4,500 ETH, which is currently 16.3 million US dollars. That did happen earlier this morning. So the purchase comes amidst renewed optimism in the crypto community, with Bitcoin and Ethereum rallying last week. While not the most expensive NFT ever, it marks a return to high value sales for the blue chip CryptoPunk collection, totaling over $2.75 billion in volume since 2017. So CryptoPunks held up the best during the bear market, but of course they have historical value being the first collection. But you have to keep in mind, CryptoPunks traded for next to nothing for the first few years as well. It wasn't until the crypto bull market picked up in 2021 where a lot of demand did come to CryptoPunks. Gary Vee, a bunch of celebrities and influencers started buying a bunch of CryptoPunks for crazy prices, and that's when it really brought a lot of demand to the NFT space for the first time ever. That's when we saw the first uptrend in NFTs was around March, April of 2021, and that was when the altcoin bull market was happening as well. Did have a pretty big correction after that though, but just for a couple months, and then things really blasted off, and we saw NFT have a higher trend level than crypto itself, which was insane to see. Big part of that was Bored Ape Yacht Club and all these other collections doing huge drops, and all these celebrities getting involved in general as well. So no surprise here, but Coinbase users are experiencing outages and showing their balance as $0 again. This happened with the peak a few days ago, but with Bitcoin going up again, volume surging, a lot of users trying to buy Bitcoin and trade. Once again, having issues on Coinbase, so just be careful with that. Be aware that they are having these outages, and don't panic when you see your balances at $0. But I do recommend having 2FA and having good security practices for your accounts just in case. But just keep that in mind. It's more likely to be a Coinbase platform issue than the platform getting hacked itself. So MicroStrategy Master is up 50% this week. Here is why. So MicroStrategy is a company that's been buying billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. They continue dollar cost averaging. They have strong conviction. The only company in the world doing this. It's insane how they pulled this off and how much profit they're in now. Just awesome to see overall. But of course, their stock price is surging with the price of Bitcoin. So MicroStrategy stock price jumped over 20% on March 4th as the price of Bitcoin, in which MicroStrategy has heavily invested, continue rising. MicroStrategy holds over 19,000 Bitcoin worth over $12.8 billion at current price. The company continues acquiring more Bitcoin, recently adding 3,000 Bitcoin. While MicroStrategy's long-term outlook is positive due to its large Bitcoin holdings, its stock price remains highly correlated to Bitcoin's price, suggesting continued short-term volatility. So that's pretty interesting to see, a stock that's pretty much correlated with the price of Bitcoin. But really cool to see this playing out. Imagine if there were a few more companies doing this to the scale that MicroStrategy is. We likely will see this start happening over the next couple of years, but MicroStrategy was the only one that executed like this and pulled this off and is in massive profit. They took massive risk with this, and they do deserve this success with the price of Bitcoin going up. So that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on all this crazy stuff happening. Bitcoin testing previous all-time highs, meme coins surging a few 100% across the board. Crazy in general, very bullish overall. A lot of altcoins are still nowhere close to their previous all-time highs though. And that is a good thing to start looking at, is these altcoins that have been building, that have bullish things happening coming up, big launches, stuff that's really useful for the space in general. Those type of projects are going to be catching up and moving up a lot in the next few months here, which I will be doing some updates and covering some of those. I do have a couple videos planned for this week. Just be sure to hit the bell if you do want to be notified for future videos. And I do recommend following me on Twitter as well at JRNY Crypto for more regular updates. Like I said, that Journey Club Pass giveaway is here for the upcoming Journey Club PFP launch, as well as Stardust 2.0, the member dashboard, NFT questing, launching on March 21st. Really excited for this. We've been working on this forever. I think the art turned out great, which we're really going to be putting emphasis on metaverse and creating avatars for these that you can use in other side and other metaverse platforms. But I do recommend following blocknews.com on Twitter as well. Breaking news is posted here as it happens. We're pretty much on the ball with that overall. I do recommend checking that out. Multiple posts here per day on breaking crypto NFT news. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys found it useful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.